transmission should never have reached Earth. It pulsed from the edge of a dead star system, an ancient, hollow place charted and erased from UNSC records. For 23 years, nothing came from the exomoon known as LV-412. No signal, no heat, no survivors. Then, on March 17th, 2563, a whisper clawed its way through deep space static, a single corrupted audio file. "Don't bring it back. They're beneath us." It repeated every 6 minutes. No coordinates, no authentication. Just that voice, hoarse, broken, and laced with sheer panic. The kind of panic that leaves blood on the walls. ONI dispatched an immediate reconnaissance drone. It returned half-melted, its cameras flooded with static and strange pheromone readings. Seismic activity rippled under the moon's crust. Organic structures pulsed where there should have been sand. They needed someone who wouldn't ask questions. So they sent Spartan 117. The Master Chief's drop pod hissed as it pierced the poison clouds of LV-412. The atmosphere clung to the hull like mucus. Acid winds swept across a landscape scorched into oblivion. Broken rock formations, melted towers, and collapsed bunkers half swallowed by Earth. No signs of life, but plenty of signs of death. The colony, once called Samaria Base, was supposed to be a forerunner research site. Deep core scans suggested ancient vaults buried under the crust, remnants of a species even the forerunners feared. ONI funded a secret program to dig it out and harness whatever lay beneath. The result, 137 missing scientists, 3 blacked-out vessels, 1 erased moon. Chief moved alone, silent, rifle raised. His HUD flickered now and then, as if something were tapping into it, probing, learning. The only sound was his own breath, slow and mechanical, echoing in the void. Inside the shattered ruins of the Herodotus research vessel, he found them. Bodies. Dozens, maybe more. Some still in lab coats, their spines torn from within. Others fused to the walls, as if the very ship had consumed them, growing them like tumors. One still twitched, not alive, but twitching. When Chief scanned it, the readings came back scrambled. The subject's DNA had been overwritten, replaced by something ancient, something predatory. That's when the clicking began. He first saw it in the tunnels beneath the Herodotus wreckage. A sleek, obsidian creature, head elongated, eyeless, a jaw nested within another. But behind the traditional Xenomorph form, something was wrong. Its limbs twitched erratically. Flood tendrils snaked from its joints. Its chest bulged with spores instead of bone. A hybrid. The thing moved like liquid. Fast. Unnatural. Chief shot it through the head, but it didn't die. It screeched, not just from pain, but like a hive animal warning its queen. Then more came. He fought through the hive's outer edge, through tunnels grown from ribbed resin and living bone. The ground pulsed beneath his boots. The air tasted wet. Every hallway narrowed until it felt like he was being digested. No Cortana, no support, just his gun, his breath, and his heart rate ticking upward with each step. Chief found the entrance beneath a ruined Forerunner ziggurat, far below the crust. There, under layers of ancient stone and new flesh, the brood lived. Hundreds of eggs lined the floor, not laid, grown in clusters, fed by biomass tubes connecting them to half-melted flood sacks and writhing corpses suspended in walls. A partially alive scientist had her mouth sewn open. Her voice echoed through the chambers via flood tendrils shoved into her windpipe, repeating a distorted transmission. They learn through us, they learn as us, They are memory made flesh. Chief moved without speaking, shot the host. But in that moment, he felt it. The hive was aware of him. Something massive stirred in the dark. She stood over 10 meters tall, fused to a breathing throne of forerunner circuitry and flood roots. Her back was crowned with pulsating sacs, each filled with acid, spores, or liquefied DNA. The queen had no eyes, no true mouth, only orifices, dozens, all whispering. She was the first successful hybrid, the perfect synthesis of flood infestation, xenomorph intelligence, and forerunner neural mapping. Her mind wasn't just her own, it was a library of the dead. Through her, the brood could remember what it had consumed. They knew human tactics, Covenant strategy, Spartan protocols. They remembered Chief. "You came again." The voice slithered into his comms. "You burned us before, but now we're burning you." Dozens of hybrids descended. Some crawled, some slithered, some walked upright, mimicking Spartans in brutal mockery. One even wore a shattered helmet. The queen roared, not with fury, but with joy. She was ready to be reborn. Chief didn't run. He activated the failsafe fusion cores built into his armor, rigged the Forerunner Vault's unstable energy matrix. One detonation, and the crust would collapse, sealing the brood under miles of molten rock. He had 4 minutes. Fought through a writhing horde. Every kill released clouds of microscopic spores. His shields melted away. His skin burned beneath the suit. Still he moved. Still he fought. He made it to the core chamber, platted the charge, and stood. The queen stared down at him. "You could have joined us," she whispered, "and been remembered forever." Chief simply said, "I'm not here to be remembered. I'm here to make you forget." The planet cracked from within. The sky turned black. The hive screamed as fire swallowed it whole. For a moment, there was peace. Then, 7 days later, a signal pulsed through space. A voice. "Come." Familiar. "Mission successful. I bought us time." But ONI couldn't verify its source. The comm signature was correct, the vocal frequency exact, but something was off. The voice ended with a phrase John had never used before. "The flesh remembers." Weeks later, a lone ONI probe drifted past the remains of LV-412. Amid the debris, stone, metal, bone, it caught something. A small black egg, frozen, whole, cracked just slightly. Inside, something shifted. The egg wasn't Xenomorph. It wasn't Flood. It was something worse. The end. Or the beginning.